Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Today's look is a black smoky eye. I hope you all enjoy this video. Let's get started. I'm starting off with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand, and next I'm just going to buff it out with a foundation brush on the eyelids, just like that. And here we're going to set our eyelids with some translucent powder. Next, I'm using my Huda Beauty black eyeliner, and I'm just going to draw a very messy line just like this on my eyelid, and then we're going to take a very dark brown color on a pencil brush, skinny brush, and we're going to start to buff that black eyeliner. So you want to keep buffing and buffing and buffing. You may have to go back and dip back into the dark brown shade, and here you can see that I'm reapplying the black liner just to redefine the color, and then we're going to keep buffing with the brown eyeshadow, and this takes a lot of time and patience, so you have to keep going back in with the dark brown eyeshadow and keep blending and blending. Once the shadow is on half of your eyelid, we're going to move on to the other eye, so I'm repeating the same steps, and I'm just going to fast forward through this. Using a blending brush and a light brown color, we're going to start to add some color to our crease, and we are going to swipe this color on and just blend it in with back and forth motions and windshield wiper motions. Here you can see I'm using a flat shader brush, and I'm taking some of that dark brown color and I'm applying it to the lid, just kind of connecting the lid and the crease. We're going to go back in with our light brown shade on the blending brush, and we're going to connect the crease and the lid colors together, and we're just going to keep blending this color. You will have to go back in to the shade, the light brown shade, and blend the colors out. This step requires a lot of time and patience because you have to keep blending and blending and blending to get the dark brown shade and the light brown shade to blend well together. You want it to be one smooth transition from the dark brown shade all the way up to the light brown shade in the crease. As you can see here, I'm going back in with my shading brush and the dark brown color, and I'm just adding more of the dark brown shade to the lid, and then we're going to go back in with a smaller blending brush, a little bit more precise, and we're going to blend the crease. Here I'm picking up some more of the darker brown shade and adding it to the lid and then blending it out once again. This look requires a lot of blending. You can see here that I am fast forwarding through the blending process, but it will take you a lot of time and patience to do this, and you want to keep the dark brown color where it is. You don't want to move it around too much. So I'm focusing on the crease and trying to blend the lighter brown and the darker brown shades together. To achieve the black smoky look, I am picking up the dark brown again and applying it to the lid one more time, and then we go back and blend with the blending brush in the crease and connect the two colors together. When you're happy with the transition of the dark shade into the lighter brown shade, then we will move on to the face. Here I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and applying that all over the face. Next, I'm using MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Peach Luster to correct the under eyes, a little bit around my nose and a little bit around the mouth, just to take care of the darkness, and we're buffing that in with our foundation brush. Using the foundation brush, I'm going to apply my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. You can see I dot it all over the face and then I start to blend it in. I'm applying my foundation all over the face and then down the neck as well. You want to make sure that your neck and your face are the same shade. Don't forget about your forehead. For my concealer, I'm using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand, and as you can see here for my eyes, I'm just kind of dragging it up and cleaning up the edges of the eyeshadow. I'm applying some to the center of my face, and then we're going to blend it out with our buffing brush in just a second. We're using the same brush that we used for our corrector and our foundation to blend in our concealer. I like to start with the center of the face, so I'm just starting at the chin, and then I'm dabbing gently at the nose to blend in my concealer there and to highlight the tip of my nose. And then we're going to move on to the forehead, and we're going to blend in our concealer at our forehead. For the under eyes, you want to gently dab at the concealer and blend it into the skin, and you want to be careful around the eyeshadow. You want to keep it as clean as possible, so in a straight line, just the way that we applied it, we're going to blend it up in the same fashion. Once your concealer is all blended out, we're going to use our translucent powder and set our under eyes. And then we're going to set the entire face using our translucent powder. For bronzer, I'm using my Huda bronzer by Benefit and this fluffy brush, and I'm going to suck in my cheeks so that I can see where my cheekbones are, and I'm going to start blending this into the skin. This will help to define your cheekbones. Don't forget under your jaw, just to make your jawline a little bit sharper, and then around the forehead. This just adds a little bit of color back into your face. Now we're going to contour the nose, and I'm just using a small eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to blend the Huda bronzer down the sides of my nose. Keep the lines as straight as possible, a little bit down the side of the nose there, and then the tip of the nose. For blush, I'm applying a peachy tone blush to the apples of my cheeks. To clean up under the eyes, I'm going back in with my translucent powder, and I'm also going to sweep some of this just under my bronzer to sharpen up the cheekbone area. I'm applying a little bit to the center of my face, and then I'm taking a buffing brush and I'm going to buff the blush into my face so that it is a very smooth transition, doesn't look very harsh. Same with the nose, don't want the nose contour to look too harsh. Here I'm filling in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in, I believe, dark brown. I will leave the information for all the products down below. Your eyebrows frame your face, so it's super important to fill in your brows. I'm just carefully doing my other brow here. Using the shade Nylon by MAC, I am highlighting my brow bones, as you can see here. Going in with my Huda Beauty eyeliner, I'm using the black pencil liner, and I'm just going into my waterline, and I'm going to do the top of my lashes as well. And now taking a fluffy brush and a brown shadow, the same shadow we used in our crease, I'm just smoking out the bottom lash ever so slightly, and I'm connecting it with the top color as well. Using Nylon, I'm going to highlight the inner corners of the eyes. Using this Cargo HD Picture Perfect highlighter in bronze, I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, and a little bit on the center of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. Look at that highlight. Using a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, I am applying the shade Amsterdam to my lips ever so carefully. It is a red shade, but it doesn't bleed, so I'm carefully lining my lips with this and then filling them in. Here I'm setting my face with MAC Fix Plus in Gold Light. This one has some beautiful gold flecks in it. I'm going to apply my favorite mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I'm using the primer right now. And now I'm going in with the mascara in Blackest Black. I take my time applying this. While I'm applying my mascara, I always look down. So I'm holding a mirror in front of me and I'm just looking down, and I am slowly applying my mascara. And I like to apply 2 coats of the Blackest Black mascara. Don't forget to do the bottom lashes as well. Don't forget to set your brows with your favorite brow mascara. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to show some love, comment down below, give me a like, and share this video with your family and friends. Please be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.